look at yet another amazing lightsaber. This time this one is from Saberforms. I picked up the Anakin Skywalker Neopixel. Huge Star Wars fan, huge fan of the Skywalkers as a whole. Definitely needed myself an Anakin lightsaber. Comes in this nice little display case. We have the Orbesh font on the front. It says Saber. Don't ask me why I know that. Absolutely useless skill to know Orbesh, but it is what it is. I love me some Star Wars. So anyways, let's go ahead and crack it open. As always, packaged nice and carefully in that carrying case, so don't have to worry about damage in transit. So we have a nice little box right here. Toolkit. Attach the blade instructions. Oh wow, okay. A lot going on in there. Alright, so first we have the little piece that goes inside the hilt if you don't want the blade installed. We have our SN Pixel Variation 4 instructions, so it'll let you know how to operate the lightsaber, the various different methods and things it does. We have a nice little metallic connecting piece, but this is just like a kind of cap piece. We have USB-C charging cable, as well as our little Allen key and teeny tiny screws to affix the saber itself. And we have a couple replacement little rubber grips. We also have the acrylic display stand, pretty generic, the same thing you get from all these companies. I have the blade itself, nice protective film. Don't ask me why, but that is always satisfying to peel it off for the first time. And then of course we have, wrapped in bubble wrap, the hilt itself. So this is what I was referring to. These little black pieces right here. I've got two kind of backups if for whatever reason you tear these up. Nice soft rubber, but you know, it's not just like super flimsy or anything like that. But I mean, look at this beauty. Beautiful chrome. This thing is hefty. Very solid. Definitely don't drop this on your foot or a small dog, because this feels like a brick in the hand, but still, you know, it feels good. I can still put my hand around it and swing it, but man, they did a really good job as far as accuracy. So we've got the, you know, raised edge right here, a little textured portion. You got your button, you know, gold accents right there. I mean, you did a really good job with the screen accuracy. Your pronged area, of course, your emitters inside. Obviously, with this being chrome, you're going to get fingerprints all over this, so if that is a concern for you, probably don't avoid it, or don't get one of these. But I mean, that's no fault of the company. That is just, you know, part of Anakin's lightsaber. But again, really cool. And of course, detaches. There we go. You have access to the SD card as well as your charging port for your USB-C right there. Here we go. Look at the speaker at the bottom of the device. But overall, gotta say, looks great. Just as a display piece, like if I never put the blade in there and I just wanted this sitting on the display stand, I mean, I would be very happy with this thing. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, this is what I suspected the other metal piece was for. So right there, you've got holes on the bottom to let sound escape, but if you wanted something that was more screen accurate, you would put in the secondary metal piece and screw it in the bottom of the pommel itself there, and it would completely close it off, versus having, you know, those vented areas for the sound escape. So let's go ahead and put the saber in and get to swinging this around and check out some of the settings and just how bright this sucker is. Alright, we got these studio lights a little dim so we can see a much brighter saber, and you can really kind of key in on the details and effects. One key detail I should mention is, as you install the lightsaber blade, you'll notice there's only one screw. It's a larger than normal screw. For a lot of these lightsabers, they have really teeny tiny thumb screws, but this one's twice as big. That is the only screw holding this blade into the hilt, which is not a, you know, production manufacturing issue whatsoever. That's just a design aesthetic to keep in line with the accuracy of the hilt itself. But even with that one single screw holding this blade in, it feels super steady, wobbling it up and down and moving it and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't feel loose and it doesn't make any kind of rattling noise, so it definitely still feels stable to me, which is good. As far as activation, we can hit buttons on the front here. We've got multiple buttons hidden behind this little kind of gold accent piece. You can hit the top button to activate your lightsaber, or you can do gesture controls. It does have smooth swing, so as I move the lightsaber around, it's gonna make noises. So gesture controls the coolest, so we'll do that. So I should do a little flick of the wrist. There we go. Nice blue color, you know, in line with Anakin's blade before, of course, he went down to the dark side. And this hilt itself is modeled after Anakin's lightsaber in, you know, Revenge of the Sith. For all intents and purposes, this is a screen accurate variation of Anakin's lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith. So let's go ahead and turn it off. Same kind of thing, flick of the wrist. We can change our blade style. So that one was close to normal, but not quite. I think that was number 9. If I'll hold this button right here, I should get an audio indicator that I'm changing it. So
basic 1.
Yeah, all right, so we're back to basic 1. There we go, and as you can see, we got a little bit of a flicker. Turn off.
Basic 2.
Basic 2, so this is the second version. And this is no flicker, just a traditional kind of smooth transition all the way to the top from the bottom. Very nice. That's my personal preference. That's, you know, much more in line with what you're going to see with the movies. Then it starts getting kind of wild and crazy with your blade styles. So let's try number 3.
Basic 3.
Very similar to basic 2.
Basic 4.
Basic 4. You got a little rainbow action.
Basic 5.
Basic 5. And we got a much more crazy strobing, you know, flickering effect.
Basic 6.
6. This one's got little bitty kind of static charges throughout.
Basic 7.
And this one kind of pulsates up and down with its static and the erratic behavior.
Basic 8.
Number 8. This one's multiple colors, so we got red, purple, and blue, all kind of transducing back and forth.
Basic 9.
And we already saw 9, so let's go back to
Basic 1. Basic 2.
so basic 2. That's again my personal preference as far as design. You can, of course, change the volume of this. I've got it down to its lowest setting. You'd hit the top and the bottom buttons simultaneously, and you get that chime. As I hit up, the volume gets louder and louder. Hit down on the button, quieter and quieter until it eventually goes to mute.
Mute on.
But I've got it one setting above mute. Push both buttons simultaneously. Locks your volume setting in place. I like that we have, you know, various different levels. There we go. If you push the button on the front, you get a little blaster deflection. You get a little ricochet on the saber itself, as well as the sound effect. If you hold it for 2 seconds, you get a lock-on clash. So as you can see, it's all bright white, as if we were, you know, clashing lightsabers. Push the button again, it goes away. So I love that feature. Push the button, goes down without having to do the gesture control itself. Push the button a single time with it off. You can go through your sound fonts. So that one was Darth Maul, of course. Count Dooku.
Dark Sith Red.
Dark Sith Red. I mean, there's loads and loads of pre-installed sound fonts on here, so let's go ahead and turn it on. So now we got kind of a pink flickering lightsaber. Turn it off one more time. Sounds like Darth Sidious, his evil laugh. Yeah, there we go. Nice, bright. And the sound is great coming out of the speaker. It's accurate as far as its smooth swing. Like when I swing the saber, the sound feels in time. It's not out of sync, which is great. Trying to not hit the camera so I can't exactly, you know, spin this like I want to, but overall, I mean, this thing is very, very detailed. I love the intricacy of the, you know, hilt itself, the accuracy of it, movie quality. One thing, if you're going to be cosplaying or this or anything like that, you'd want to add your own kind of little hook on this. That way you can have it on your belt, because it doesn't come with any kind of hook or anything like that. So that's one thing you'll definitely have to either buy or add yourself. But overall, I mean, the exceptional quality on this thing, like, I just can't get over how good it looks, how solid and sturdy it feels with that, you know, all aluminum construction. We definitely need to play with this some more, so let's go ahead and check out another sound font.
Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis. Nice blue.
Yoda.
Yoda. Ooh, get some green. Yes. I mean, look how bright that is. It's beautiful. Like, I've only got one light in this room, but this thing entirely encompasses everything in my room. So everything in the room now is completely green. I mean, this thing is amazing. Absolutely love it.